It's Thursday, and it's the market day here on Campusol, and it's the 7th, and it's 23 in the shade. But I'm going to call today Pie and Mash Thursday because I'm going to have pie and mash tonight. It'll be interesting because I'm going with some experts tonight. Steve and Mandy, who come from London, Cockney people. I think they're not Cockney people, but they come from London. Anyway, there's a place down in the port, and they're doing pie and mash. It's supposed to be the traditional. I think that was Phil. You're the top man, Phil. Anyway, guys, sorry I didn't give you a warning today because I've been out all day. I just got back home, and the internet's down, so I can't even use the internet at the moment. But so I'm using my good old Lobster phone. Good old Lobster never lets me down. Because I won't be able to do any live vlogs, would I? And I'm having a cup of tea because I want to do some stuff on the internet, but as I ain't got none, but I'm not going to say it's my worst day of my life. But it has happened over the past couple of weeks. There's internet going down. What that's about, I don't know. No, I don't know how long it's been down for. Anyway, today's question, because I haven't had a chance to really look at it really, because I got back and I was doing a few things, and I was always, I never do anything planned. So, what we got here? Okay, so it is a good one. This is from Robert still. He's a top man, because Robert's given me a load of questions. Well done. I couldn't see who it was, but well done for getting on here, because I ain't giving you no warnings today. I've just gone live. Today's question from Robert is, we are told taxes in the UK are going on. We are told taxes in the UK are going to go up again on October the 30th. Is that true? I don't know. I take it as something to do with the budget, isn't it? Because we're into November now. Already they are the highest they ever been in history. Do you see anything similar in Spain? Funny enough, we was talking about that today, about taxes, because I think there were some people that said if old Starmer, or whatever his name is, gets into power, then we're all going to leave because he's going to whack the taxes up, which I believe that's probably what's happened, isn't it? But to be honest, Spain's taxes are no different, really. Even though the wages are a lot lower, they're pretty... I mean, I'm not saying a huge amount, but the taxes, to me, are quite high for what, you know, being a pensioner. But I would have said at the moment, Spain's prices haven't really risen at all. Since I've been here, I've been paying my council tax ever since 2016, and that's always been the same. And we pay like a yearly fee. I think it's like €500, which can't complain at that. And also the same with car tax. They haven't gone up, but I would imagine after this latest disaster that's happened in Valencia, and it sounds like it's happened in Barcelona and some other places in Spain, Spain's going to have to kick its arse and sort out the drainage side of things, and no doubt means, I think they've already borrowed a load of money off the EU already, and no doubt there's a possibility they might raise it. I mean, we haven't heard nothing, so I can't say that's ever going to happen, and Spain's pretty good at getting out with things like that anyway. But do I see anything similar in Spain? No, not at the moment, Robert. I'll let you know. I'll definitely let you know, because well, thankfully my tax didn't, it raised a bit, because we obviously had a pension increase, didn't we, this year, I believe, from the UK, which obviously pushed me up higher on the threshold. So I did have to pay a little bit more tax. But anyway, and some of you guys out there, give me a big list, because like I said before, I'm not the person to speak to about anything to do with money, property. I'll give you a guide, but you, as always, you need to speak to somebody professional, not somebody on YouTube. You need to speak to a professional person to give you the correct figures. But to me, I don't see anything. I haven't heard nothing. I don't know if you heard the other day, the King and I'll call him Sanchez, the president of Spain. They got rocks and mud thrown at him, but give it to the King. He stood his ground and he stayed there. Whereas old Sanchez hopped it. He didn't want to get his suit dirty. Yeah, I mean, and one good thing about here in Spain, they've got on with, even though they're still doing, they're still calling for food, and I think they've got plenty of clothing now, but they're obviously asking for food, and there's loads of collection points around Camposol, other parts of Spain, which is good to see, and a lot of the, what they call transportation people from expats to the Spanish are taking stuff up to Valencia and other parts of Spain that's had, you know, it's been devastating for them. Must be horrible. Can't imagine it myself. But no wind about tax rises, thankfully. I'm not too sure what happens here in Spain. I'm talking about budgets. I think in the UK you have 2 budgets a year now. When I can remember the days when it used to be once a year, but I think the UK before I left was having 2 budgets a year. As always, everything goes up, doesn't it? But nothing like here, thankfully. Anyway, good question that, Robert. As I said at the beginning, I've decided to call today only because I'm only going to go. I've never had pie. I mean, I've had pies and mash before, but I've never had a typical London. I never even heard of it until I come here. When I met Steve and Mandy, there was always going on about pie and mash. They've got pie and mash shops all over London. Never heard of it. Cornish pasties, yeah, heard of them, but pie and mash, no. So tonight, they've got this place down in the port. They do pie and mash. They're going to be, so we'll be criticising it today, so make sure it's good. I'm looking forward to that, and not forgetting tomorrow, guys, it's going to be fish and chip day. So I think I've done it all. 23 in the shade, not too bad today. I'm just going to whack it round for us, all right, adios, because John's in there already. You must better sense it, John, when I'm saying about it, so I'm up in it. But yeah, there it is, 23 in the shade, November. Well done, Keith, you're a top man. Anyway, adios, amigos, I'll catch you tomorrow. Well done, Jazz and Tommy. Mother Mash.